on the Atlantic.
Uh-huh.
And we got over there, and the fog closed in, and we couldn't get back to Argentia. For our landing was in a seaplane, see. So we had this, there's a pond there that they call that Bay Bulls Big Pond. It was the British had some fully buoys out that way. They had used it, and we landed in there, 2 planes, and we stayed down 6 days before we were that fog got. The Army come out and got all the crew off of it and fed it and carried them into St. John's and fed us and brought us food out that sea. And only 3 people stayed on the plane. A mech, a radioman, and an enlisted pilot. At that time we had them APs, they called APs.
And what was your job on the plane?
I was a second mech, but I was plane captain there.
And was this during the war, right?
Oh, that was way before the war.
Oh, it was before the war.
Oh yeah, much before. We well, at that time it didn't have this radar like it is today. You know, we was starting to get it, but it wasn't. It wasn't producing like it was. You know.
You didn't have it with you. It wouldn't have helped right then.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't have helped any of that fog at all. But see, we was operating out of St. John's. Out of Argentia. That was our base.
In Newfoundland.
Huh?
That's in Newfoundland, right?
Yeah, that's Canadian territory. But that was in Newfoundland.
And so, how long before the war?
Oh, it was, I don't recall, but let's see. Well, we came back to the States up there we was come back, we was back in Quonset Point when the war was started, when they bombed Pearl. But we had just come back from Iceland too. We'd been up there. And, so we
How'd you like Iceland?
It was all right. It was dark all the time. I'll tell you, when we landed there, it was on the 4th of July in 1940, I believe, or 41, one of the two. And we landed, and I went to sleep on the plane, and the rest of them went on Goldsboro. Was a tin can was taking care of us. I was home, fed us and all. And I went to sleep, and I woke up. It was 12 o'clock. So I caught a motor launch, and I went to that ship, that tin can. The gangway watch had said, "What are you doing here at midnight?" I said, "It's 12 o'clock. It's daylight. Up there was daylight, you know." And that's when I found out it was that time of year. It was had a lot more daylight. It wasn't dark all the time, and well, that was our home base. We was operating out of Quonset.
Yeah.
And so we was one Sunday afternoon, Betty and I, and a guy named Sermon, and his girlfriend. We was going to Boston, and we was driving along, and he come on the radio that Japs had just bombed Pearl, and we didn't know where it was at. But we come on back to Providence, and when we went out Roger Williams Park, a big park, and the police come by and they said, "Are you guys sailors?" "Yes, sir." "You got to get back to base." All the sailors called back to the base. And then a few days later, we had orders to Hawaii, to Pearl. And, it was quite some time from that battle out there was won. I don't know about the rest of them, but they got back to French frigate Shoal. That's about halfway between Midway and Honolulu, Kaneohe. And of course, our ships sank the Yorktown because it was disabled and couldn't get it in. So our Navy took care of it. Then we left that. After that, we went south to Espiritu Santos, the New Hebrides Islands. And we stayed down there during that the Guadalcanal, Truck, all them places down there. So we was out there a good while.
Yeah. So, did you find survivors of Midway?
We only found one thing. We found a whale boat loaded with Japanese from one of their ships that was sunk. And we circled them, kept touch with them till we got this tin can come out and picked them up. Took them on. There was so many of them on that little whale boat. There's so many you couldn't count them. They was waving flags, them white flags and everything else. So they afraid was going to shoot them, I guess. But they went shooting them. And after they picked them up, they carried them into, I guess, took them to Pearl or wherever. I don't know what they done with them. And, then we
probably wouldn't have had a problem shooting us. They probably would not have had a problem to shoot the Americans.
Enemy, you know, in locations.
Yeah.
And if we had come across the end of the enemy, then we went back into the headquarters there. So we never engaged in them. We did do one bombing run at night at a little island called Nauru Island. I don't know where it was out there. But we went in there about 9,000 feet and come in and bombed it, dropped bombs on it. You can see Japs running all over the place. We set some fires with several planes.
That's Nauru? Where's that? Nauru Island?
Nauru. There was a Japanese little small island.
Okay.
I don't know where it was located. It was north of New Hebrides, I know, but I don't know. There's a good ways up there too.
Wow.
But then we stayed down at New Hebrides, and that was our home, our base, you know. Operated out of. We operated off of Tangier, I believe they called it. It took care of all the crew, you know, and the ship. Cook 'em.
Goats?
Yeah, he had quite a few goats running wild in the woods down there, see. And them boys of his used to do a lot of hunting. One they called Boo Boo, I don't forget what his name was. And Cooley. And I don't know what that other name was. There's two more boys. But we'd go down there and ate Gassy, I guess her name was, would cook up, you know, cook up that deer meat. Boy, it was good. But
And he said if you could catch a goat.
Oh, he told me if I could catch one of them goats, he'd give it to me, but he can't catch no goat running out in them woods. He knew that.
So they were running around free.
Oh yeah, in them woods. They was open range.
Yeah.
I don't know how many. He must have had quite a few. But I've often wondered where that place was. I'd like to see it. Well, they built it up back in there.